everyone, it's me, Carli, and today I'm making a video about how and why I've been teaching abroad in Spain for the past 6 years. In case you've never seen me before, like I said, my name is Carli and I make videos about teaching English online, offline, and abroad. And my last video was about how I lost about 50 pounds this past year. I'm super excited about it, so be sure to check that out if you're interested in losing weight or looking for motivation to get healthy. If you guys like this video, be sure to like it and subscribe to my channel. I'm home right now for the holidays. I'm in beautiful Florida. But back to this video. This video is about why I am continuing to live abroad in Spain. I am originally from the United States of America. USA! I was born and raised in the South. When I originally went to Spain, it was right after college. And it was just supposed to be like a one-off year, but I've stayed abroad the whole time. I first went to Murcia, it's in the southeast region of Spain, and then I left for a full year and I went to Australia. I loved Australia also, and the past 5 years I've been in Madrid, the capital of Spain. Every time I come home for the holidays or in the summer, I usually come home for about a few months or a few weeks or whatever, my relatives, my friends are like, okay, are you ready to come back now? Are you coming back now? And I feel like they really don't understand why I love Spain so much and why I am continuing to live there. So I decided to make this video to really explain the top 10 things I love about living in Spain. I want to say that this is, of course, my personal experience, my personal opinion. So please don't be offended.
Oh my God.
Or anything by what I say. Unless you are me, of course, you're not going to understand exactly how I feel or why I think these certain things, because if you talk to another person who has lived abroad in Spain, they might not say the exact same things as me. So my number 10 reason is healthcare. Healthcare in Spain is wonderful. You can use the public healthcare system. They have affordable private healthcare. It's great. If you get sick, you can go to the doctor, you can go to the hospital. You don't have to worry about having some extravagant bill. I have a friend in the United States. She got sick recently. She has private healthcare insurance, and she still ended up paying thousands and thousands of dollars to go to the hospital. Her ambulance ride alone, it was only 5 minutes. It was $500. So that's pretty much crazy and unheard of in Spain, and I love that. I feel like even if I'm like deathly ill or like just a little ill, it doesn't matter, I can go to the doctor. It's a great feeling. And also just keep in mind that I did have health insurance the entire time I lived in the United States. I had great health insurance, but it still cost me a lot. I always had to pay a deductible, a copay, and it wasn't just like $10, $20. So that's great. It's a really great privilege to have universal healthcare, and I love that about Spain. All right, number 9 for me would have to be my work life. I am a freelance in-company business English teacher, and because of just the nature of my work in Spain, I don't have to work 40 hours. I typically work Monday through Thursday. Sometimes I work Fridays, but it's totally my choice, and I work less than 40 hours a week. I love it. Of course, who wants to work 40 hours a week if they don't have to? So I'm able to, travel, do different things that I want to do, have my YouTube channel, really explore my personal interests and, enjoy my life outside of the realm of working. So I really love that about Spain. It's something that I definitely wouldn't have if I lived in the United States. I definitely believe I would have to work 40 hours a week. With that being said, let me just say that, a typical Spaniard probably works 40 hours a week. I'm just saying, as an English teacher, I don't have to work 40 hours a week, so that's a big thing for me personally. All right, number 8 would have to be traveling. I love to travel. It's one of my top interests. Of course, I've visited, I think, over 22 countries so far in my life, and I've gone to numerous cities in these various countries. I've traveled all around Spain. I love traveling, and from Spain it's very cheap to travel within Spain and to travel abroad. A round trip ticket from Madrid to Paris to London to Amsterdam, it's gonna cost you like $50. So it's amazing. I love that I can just go to the airport and go to another country within a few hours. And that's definitely not something you can do from the United States. I mean, it's gonna cost you more, it's gonna be more of a hassle. But within Europe, I'm able to travel so cheaply and easily that it's definitely a huge plus for me. Number 7 has to be hot cops. Google that. Google hot cops, hot Spanish cops, Instagram. You will see that the cops in Spain are very hot. In Spain, they have like really rigorous physical exams for the police officers. So they're all in very good shape, especially the national police officers. One time I had like an incident and I had to like get the attention from this police van. I was like, help me, ayúdame. And a whole van full of hot cops jumped out and I was like, what did I want? I was like really dumbfounded. All right, I'm just kidding about them being hot. I mean, they are really hot, but really the big thing about the police that I like there is that I don't feel so intimidated by them. They don't have these cases of police brutality the way that we have in the United States. Number 6 for me has to be dating. Keep in mind that I left America right after I graduated from college. I was like 21. And I had limited dating experience in America, but overall comparing it to my dating experience in Australia and in Spain, I would say dating in Spain has definitely by far been the easiest because there's not the same kind of cat and mouse dating game like in America where you have to wait a couple of days, you have to kind of not show so much that you're interested. And I'm a very honest person, so for me, dating in Spain is just way better because the guys there are more honest, they're upfront, they tell you like right away if they like you or not. There's not this like, does he like me, does he not like me kind of game that I was experiencing when I lived in the US. All right, number 5 for me definitely has to be that there is less racism in Spain compared to the United States. Spain just now is starting to have diversity, really, because it was under a dictatorship for a long time. There were only Spanish people living there for a long time, but now they have, people from all over the world. And I would just say, compared to the United States, there's just definitely less racism. I experience less racism on a daily basis. I would have to make like a whole new video to really talk more in depth about my experience with racism in Spain compared to America, but overall I would definitely say I've had better experience with racism in Spain compared to the US. Also, just keep in mind that I'm from the south of the United States, so I mean I've experienced a lot of racism in the United States. Number 4 has to be that there's less crime. If you look at the statistics comparing Spain and America, Spain has by far way less crime than the United States. And they don't have guns, so you don't have to be worried about some mass shooting or I've never seen a gun in Spain besides the police officers. It's very difficult to get a gun in Spain. You have to be a hunter to get one. So that's a great feeling to be able to walk around and not worry about a shooting, to not worry about many of the crimes that we experience in the United States. Their culture in general is a lot less violent than in America, and as a woman I feel a lot safer walking around by myself late at night compared to in America. In America I carry with me mace on my keychain, very typical. In Spain, I don't. I have a sound grenade. I've never had to use it. I've never been in a situation where I felt like threatened or like my life was at risk the way that I do sometimes in the United States when I'm like in New York or in LA. So that's a really great feeling. I will say that Spain does have more crime in terms of like pickpockets, but if you're careful and you know what to look out for, you'll be okay. Number 3 has to do with being healthy and, my desire to change my lifestyle this past year. And I would say that food in Spain, like healthy food, real food, not processed food, is way cheaper than in the United States. You can get a big bag of apples, spinach, lettuce, all these different fruits and vegetables way cheaper than in the United States. Spain is thought of as the vegetable and fruit garden of Europe, so they grow a lot of things there, and they are very cheap. It's amazing to be able to go to the store and spend less than $20 or $30 on your groceries for the whole week if you're buying, unprocessed foods. I talk a bit more about that in another video, so be sure to check it out if you want to see more about the cost of living in Spain. So check it out here. Number 2 kind of goes with number 3, and it's that Spain in general has like a healthier lifestyle. Spain is one of the top countries to live in terms of healthy living. They are very healthy people, and I love talking to my students and learning how they stay healthy, how it's really a part of their lifestyle. They don't have these quick fad diets the way that people in America do. They really incorporate being healthy in their life. It's a part of their life. Typically, when I'm in the United States and I'm hanging out with my friends, we're gonna drive everywhere. But in Spain, because I live in Madrid, it's the capital city, it's very typical to walk to different places or take the metro or a bus. So you're getting a lot more incidental exercise in on a daily basis compared to the States. I know a lot of Americans who have moved to Spain and lost, a lot of weight just from living the Spanish lifestyle. Unfortunately, when they go back to America, they usually gain it back, but while they're living there, they lose weight, like without even trying. So it's great to feel and be healthier and, learn how to be healthier from Spanish people. One would have to be Spanish people themselves. I love Spanish people. Don't get me wrong, I love American people too, but Spanish people are very laid back, very open, very relaxed. They have this like no pasa nada mentality. This is very generalized, obviously, but in general, I really like Spanish people. I like to interact with them, and they have like a very open and warm culture. Of course, everything I say has a con, but in this video, I'm trying to be positive. So I think I'll make another video with the cons about living in Spain, but these are all the positive things that I love about Spain and why I have been living there for 6 years. Originally, when I went abroad, I had no idea that I would stay for so long. Check out my other video if you want to learn more about the program that I did to originally come to Spain. And for the 2020-2021 school year, they're about to open up the application process. It's free to apply. It's through the Spanish government. It's very legit. It's a great way to come to Spain if you don't have any teaching experience, but you have a bachelor's degree. It's open to people who are from outside the United States, from Canada, the Philippines, just to name a few places. It's not just for people who are from native English-speaking countries. So be sure to check that video out if you're interested in coming to Spain. It was a great opportunity for me, and it really changed my life because I never thought I would be living abroad for so long. So I really hope you guys like this video. Like I said, I'm really trying to be positive and only say positive things about Spain. Of course, there are cons, there are negatives, and I will make another video to talk about the negatives and cons about living in Spain. But overall, my experience in Spain has obviously been great. That's why I've been living here for so long. Be sure to tell me what you think. Have you lived in Spain? Have you visited Spain? Did you like it? What do you think? If you like this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!